Mercedes-Benz. That three-pointed star represents land, sea, and air. Back in 1909, Gottlieb Daimler's sons took their father's vision and turned it into a logo. Daimler didn't just build cars. He created engines for boats and airplanes too, and he wanted to dominate motorized transportation in every direction possible. Each point of that star marks a different territory where Mercedes planned to conquer. The circle came later when Daimler merged with Benz in 1926, wrapping the whole ambition into one unified symbol. The company was literally saying they'd power anything that moves, and that star became a promise they've been keeping for over a century now. BMW. Everyone thinks it's a spinning propeller because BMW made airplane engines in World War I. That story spread like wildfire after a 1929 advertisement showed the logo with a plane, and the company didn't bother correcting anyone for decades. The actual truth is way simpler. Those blue and white quarters represent Bavaria, the German state where BMW started in Munich. They wanted to use the Bavarian flag colors, but couldn't because of trademark restrictions, so they reversed them. The circular badge just shows regional pride, nothing more. BMW finally admitted the propeller thing was a myth in 2010, but the legend still lives on because people prefer the exciting story over the boring truth. Toyota. Three ovals stacked in a specific way. The two perpendicular ovals in the center form a T for Toyota, but they also symbolize the connection between the company and its customers. Those inner ovals overlap like two hearts coming together, representing trust and partnership. The outer oval wraps everything up, showing Toyota's global reach and expansion. Here's the smart part. Every single letter in the word Toyota can be traced within those overlapping oval lines if you follow them carefully. The company introduced this design in 1989 after decades of using plain text logos. They wanted something that worked across cultures without needing translation. And these three ovals did exactly that. Volkswagen. V sitting on top of W. That's the entire concept. When Ferdinand Porsche designed the Beetle in the 1930s as Hitler's People's Car project, they needed a logo that spelled out exactly what Volkswagen meant: People's Car in German. The Nazi regime actually held a design competition for the logo, and this straightforward stacked letter design won because it communicated clearly and looked modern. After World War II ended, the British took control of the Wolfsburg factory and kept the logo because it simply worked. Volkswagen has updated the styling over the decades, making it flatter and more minimalist, but those two letters stacked together never changed. Sometimes the most obvious solution is the best one. Audi. Four rings representing four companies that merged during economic disaster. In 1932, four German automakers, Audi, DKW, Porsche, and Wanderer, were struggling to survive the Great Depression. They decided to combine forces and created Auto Union, with each ring symbolizing one of the founding brands. The merger kept them alive when they might have individually died. After World War II destroyed most of their factories, the company rebuilt in West Germany. Volkswagen eventually bought Auto Union in the 1960s and revived the Audi name, but those four rings stayed as a reminder of the survival story. The logo basically documents a piece of crisis management that worked out so well it became permanent. Porsche. Stuttgart's coat of arms merged with regional pride. That prancing horse comes directly from the city crest because Stuttgart literally means mare's garden. The area started as a stud farm in the 10th century. Ferdinand Porsche founded his company there in 1931, and when his son Ferrari designed the official badge in 1952, he combined the city's horse with Württemberg's state colors, those red and black stripes you see in the background. The antlers in the corners also come from Württemberg's coat of arms. Everything about this badge screams local German pride mixed with performance attitude. Porsche wanted customers to know exactly where their engineering came from, and they made sure every element pointed back to that Stuttgart heritage. Ferrari. A black prancing horse with a story soaked in tragedy and tribute. Enzo Ferrari got this symbol from Countess Paolina Baracca, whose son Francesco was Italy's top fighter ace in World War I. Francesco painted a black horse on his plane before getting shot down in 1918. 10 years later, his mother met Enzo at a racing event and suggested he use her son's horse emblem for good luck. Enzo took the design, but changed the background from white to canary yellow, which is Modena's official racing color. The green, white, and red bar at the top represents the Italian flag. So Ferrari's badge is basically a memorial to a fallen war hero, combined with hometown pride and national identity. That horse carries a lot more weight than most people realize. Tesla. That T shape is more than just the first letter of Tesla. The design represents a cross-section of an electric motor, specifically the type Nikola Tesla invented in the 1880s. The AC induction motor has a rotor that passes through a stator, and when you slice it and look at it from the side, it looks exactly like that T shape in the logo. The company filed the trademark in 2006 when they were still a tiny startup, and they needed something that honored Nikola Tesla while also looking modern and tech-forward. The designers nailed both goals at once. It's a quiet nod to the inventor and the invention simultaneously, working as both a letter and a technical diagram that only gearheads might recognize at first glance. Chevrolet, a gold bow tie that spawned about 5 different origin stories, and nobody knows which one is real. Louis Chevrolet co-founded the company with William Durant in 1911, and that bow tie appeared in ads by 1914. One story says Durant saw the pattern on French hotel wallpaper. Another claims he ripped it from a newspaper ad. His daughter said he doodled it at dinner. His wife said it came from a logo he saw during their vacation. Chevrolet themselves have changed the official story multiple times over the decades. The truth probably died with Durant. What matters is that the bow tie became one of the most recognizable symbols in American automotive history, even if its origin remains a complete mystery that the company has given up trying to solve. Subaru, 6 stars forming the Pleiades constellation, and it's deeply rooted in Japanese heritage. Subaru is the Japanese name for the Pleiades star cluster, which holds cultural significance in Japan. The 6 stars also represent the 6 companies that merged to form Fuji Heavy Industries in 1953, which created Subaru. 5 smaller stars orbit one larger star, showing how the subsidiary companies came together under one parent corporation. The name Subaru means unite in Japanese, so everything about this logo connects to the merger story. They picked a constellation that Japanese people already knew and loved, then made it represent corporate unitel. It's practical symbolism that doubles as something beautiful to look at in the night sky. Lamborghini, a charging bull that reflects Ferruccio Lamborghini's personality and his zodiac sign. Ferruccio was born under Taurus, so the bull made immediate sense as his symbol when he started the company in 1963. But it goes deeper than astrology. Lamborghini loved bullfighting and Spanish fighting bull culture. He named almost every car model after famous bulls or bullfighting terms: Miura, Countach, Diablo, Murcielago. The bull in the logo is caught mid-charge, representing raw power and aggression, which perfectly matches what Lamborghini wanted his supercars to feel like. The black and gold colors scream luxury and danger. Ferruccio built these cars to compete with Ferrari, and he picked a symbol that said his machines would be just as fierce and uncompromising as an angry bull in the ring.